Alright guys, man, this is a quick video on how to replace your side markers on your 2015 and up Dodge Chargers. Um, these are your side markers. I had already replaced these. I think these used to be amber color. I got mine to turn green. That was about a year and something months ago. So the little light are starting to go out in here. Not completely, but I had to reorder them. And I'm gonna show you guys how to replace these, man. It's not that hard. The fronts are pretty easy because you don't have to take the tires off. You can just turn the tire in and you just pull the inner liner out and reach in here. I wait for this plane to pass by. I got a couple planes passing by. Look at this. Well, yeah. Sorry about the noise, but I don't want to make it too long of a video because this is pretty simple. Like I said, the fronts are pretty easy. As long as you have something like this, like a trim tool, as you can see, these little tabs, you're gonna have to remove this one, this one, this one, and maybe this one, just to get this out. And when I do that, I pull this inner liner out and I stick this in here as a wedge. I stick this in here as a wedge, just to separate this here, so I can stick my hand in there, so I can disconnect the connectors. The side markers are held by a T25 or a T30, I believe, bit. 2 screws, one on top, one on the bottom. They're pretty, about that long, maybe about a 1/4 inch. They're not hard, they're not tight. It's just kind of awkward. I'm gonna show you guys what I used. The tools that I use, like I said, this has been awesome in here. This is like more precious than gold, one of my special tools, man. But the other thing is this right here. So the other thing is this little tool right here. I got it at AutoZone. This is a T25. Basically, the bit goes in there, and that's what I got to work with. And I'm gonna show you guys how to get at this right here real quick. Let me mount this right here. Hopefully that stays there so you guys can see what I'm doing. So basically, like I said, man, I'm gonna have to take away these right here. Basically, you stick it in here. You don't want to go in here because you're not going to be able to get that out. You need to get in between the top, and you're going to push up on it, which removes this part right here. And what this does, when you put it back in, it spreads these walls, so that's what keeps that in there. You know what I'm saying? So I like to keep mine like that when I put them back in. So like I said, these right here are a little bit different, but kind of like the same concept, man. It's just different. Go in there, pry them out. Just don't throw them away like I just did right there. But before this, people used to use a flathead screwdriver, which used to drive me crazy. Because this is basically how you do it with a flathead screwdriver like this. You got to go back and forth, one side and then the other. With this, you can just get in between and like that. That's why I say this tool is more precious than gold. It's one of my best tools in my tool bag here. So like I said here, this is the inner liner. Let me show you guys, see if I can show you guys this. This is the inner liner, right? When you pull this out, you want to pull this out this way. I'll show you here. Can't do it with one hand. And this is pretty tight too, man. So when you do this, you're not gonna break anything. This is just plastic. Just like that. So, like I said, I like to stick this in here. Let's see if I can get the flashlight on here. So, basically, that's what I did. You took the bottom part easier. You can pry this more out. I just don't need that much room. Put in there, you can see the screws. There's one right there. There should be one on top. Let me show you guys the technique. Like I said, using this, backing it up. Más de que sé. I don't know. It just feels like it.
No dice nada aquí.
Uh,
¿Qué está haciendo?
side markers. So when you take these off, man, I'm only loosening them up. I'm not taking them up all the way. Because
¿Cómo se mira? ¿Si le quedan o no?
no sé, te me voy a fijar. I'm gonna check right now.
Ya cayó la marmota, mira. La chiquita, le puse lechuga.
Oh, yeah? Ahí sí.
Más tarde la aviento. Te lo voy a dar una zanahoria para que te... No la voy a matar, no la voy a cambiar de... ¿Vas a trabajar?
Yeah.
¿A qué hora?
En la noche.
¿A las 10?
Más de que sí.
No, te pregunto porque voy a poner a descongelar las pechugas para hacer unos tacos de pollo.
Okay.
¿Quieres unos 4?
Yeah, please. So,
¿Quieres lechuga o pollo?
lechuga, please. Sorry about that, my dad. Here's the 2 screws that are holding the side markers.
¿Quieres comer mejor que la de adentro?
Yeah. So, like I said, now, I'll show you guys. Those are the 2 screws I'm telling you they're holding it in. And that's the connector. And those are 2 screws. Now, a quick tip, guys. I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. When you guys get your new side markers, you're gonna want to pre-screw the screws into the new markers. The only reason I'm telling you guys that because these don't have a tip on it. You know what I'm saying? So when you're putting this in on the new ones and this angle with this much space, it's a sucker's bet. It's better for you just to pre-thread them. When I say pre-thread them, is to grab the new markers and put the screws in there and screw them in and pull them back out. And that should give you, you know what I'm saying, the clearance you need, because as you can see right now, as I'm trying to put these in, they're not going to want to fit because they're new. So I'll show you guys what I mean. Because all these little tips are helpful, man. So see how a cat is going in crooked and it won't go in? It's not because the screw doesn't fit, it's because the threads are in there yet. So what I like to do is pre-screw the screws in. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I can get this in, right? See, they'll grab. Once it grabs, they'll start. How would I say? They'll go in straight. I'm just being a bitch right now. So now when you're doing this, when you're screwing these in, don't go as fast as I just did right now. Just go slow, just like that. Because what this happens, it causes heat. And heat and plastic do not mix. This is a metal screw. Not the best metal screw, but a metal screw. And as you're doing this, this causes kinetic heat. And I wish you guys can feel when I pull this out, because the screw is literally going to be warm, like I just heated up with a heat gun. Like right now it's warm. And all it's because of friction that I'm doing with the screw on the plastic. That's why it's not good to go super fast. Like this is warm right now. And that's what I mean pre-thread. Now, I made the mistake of telling the gentleman, man, I thought he sent me the wrong ones. Now when you get these, man, like I said, each one of these, as you can see, this one's pointing up, so you got to find the one that's pointing up. This is not the right size. I mean the right side. This one goes on the driver's side, just because you can see the connector facing up. Okay, so and the front ones are smaller than the back ones. So the back ones, the longer ones go on the back, and these go in the front. That's the driver's side, and this is the one that's supposed to go in the front. As you can see there, I don't know if you guys can see that, but they're identical now. So shout out to the company, man, who made these. These lasted about over a year. As you can see, they come in nice plastic and everything. I'm gonna pre-thread these real quick. So I'm gonna make this video super long, and I'll show you how to hook this back up. All right, man, I pre-threaded these. Like I said, the screws are kind of hot, so I'm gonna let that cool down for a second. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this right here, but to disconnect this connector is pretty easy, man. There's a little tab up here. This little tab right here, you just push in. And it should slide out. Now, this would be a good time to put some dielectric grease right here. Just to keep the humidity out. Now, these are supposed to fit. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna keep the plastic on as long as I can, just to keep it protected. Now, to connect this back up, this is supposed to click. Let's see if this clicks right. So that's the reason. Okay. So that was in there. I don't know why it was that tough to put in. I didn't like how that felt. Usually these just click in, click out. Let's see this one. That's how she goes back in there right there. Keep that like that. Well, basically that's how it goes. To put the screws back in, like I said, you're gonna pry this back up like this. Just like that. I mean, that's how I do it. If I had help, I have somebody hold this for me. But put these back on, dude. Get the screw. I like the how you say? Please hit the screws up real quick and shit. This is why I tell you it's a good idea to pre-thread these screws. Because of that reason right there. Because when you don't have room, it's a little bit of a bitch. Like right now, all I'm doing is trying to get this initiated in there so I can put the other one on top. So I'm just setting these screws up, basically.
one's becoming a little bit of a bitch right now. I don't know why. Just wants to be. Got the top one tightened.
These don't take that long. I'm making this harder than it looks. It was actually easier when I was not even trying to do this. But see how that, if I had somebody to do this, I just go like this. No, this is how I did mine to make it go. Yeah. You don't need to put them tight. I'm just overdoing this a little.
There you go. Hope my face expression went on there.
But yeah, so to put this back on the inner liner, just first. I like to pry that more. Go in there. Like this.
Sorry, I moved the screws out of the way. So let's go ahead and just take all this stupid shit out of here. We don't need like little dust and stuff, but yeah, let's go. Pop that back in there. My bad. I'm gonna use this because I want to hurt my finger.
Phew.
Yeah. I know that. What? That's harder than it looks, but it's not. That's it. That's it. That's how you replace a little side marker.
And I was hoping when I did these, or like my old ones, where the lights will start and then come in little by little. Fortunately, I think these are just the solid green ones. But I was wrong. when I called the gentleman, I told him I thought he sent me the wrong ones, because when I tried to put them on, they didn't fit. My rookie mistake, like I said, like I was telling you guys, that the back ones are bigger. So I was initially trying to put this one on, and realized that they didn't fit. Didn't realize that the back ones were bigger. So this is my old one. Like I said, nothing's really wrong with them, and it's just the light was going out a little bit, like 1 or 2. So I ended up reaching out to the vendor and told him about it, and he sent me some new ones. But I guess he sent me the ones that are solid, not the other green ones. But yeah, so that's how. This is an old one. If anybody's interested in them, bro, you know, sell them for $20. I mean, I paid $50-some, I think. Oops, wrong one. So. So yeah, so now we're gonna do the other side. Like I said, I turned the wheel the opposite direction to do this side. Turn the wheel inner. For some reason, watch, this side's gonna be a lot easier. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm right-handed or whatnot. But show you guys one more time how to do this real quick without talking so much. Now, like I said, I'm gonna show you the difference between the ones that these right here and the new ones, I guess. I thought they were the same ones. Apparently they're not. Show. The other one just stays solid green. So you can see how this one, the lights are still good. Lights still good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Lights still good. For some reason, I thought that one was going out. But they're pretty maybe I don't have to change that one, dude, because I thought it was going out. So, like I said, if anybody interested in these side markers, just let me know. I might even sell them for more now, man, because I thought they were going out. But yeah, this probably selling for 25. Anybody interested? 25, man, for the markers. If they want me to install them, man, I'll say another, like, I don't know. We'll talk about that. Just because the back ones, you gotta take the tires off of the back. You really, I mean, you don't have to, because my arms are pretty skinny enough to get in there. But for people, other people, man, they might have to. See how it's doing that now? Oh, you see that? See it? So that's what I saw. So, yeah, let's go ahead and replace that one then. Okay. one. And like I said, I won't try to talk so much, man, because sometimes I don't like how I sound or how I describe shit. But basically the same thing. We're gonna take out. Like some of them seem like they're harder than the other ones, man. So there's one. There's two. There's three. You know, same thing. Let's see if I can this is why I tell you guys should take the top one off here, just because sometimes it gets in your way when you're trying to pry this out. This, let's see. No, I want to do this. I think this is how I did the other one, like that. And look at all the space I have now. Screws. This is gonna be easy one. Find screws. Now, back these out. Make sure your thing's on reverse. Alright, let's back these suckers out. And we're taking the top one off. Like I said, I like to leave it a little bit in there just to hold it. So the other one's right here. Like I said, this one's easy, man, because of how I got it. I don't know, for some odd reason, man, I always get better as I do the next one. You know what I'm saying? I always tweak out. So there's one screw. There's two screws. This thing's gonna fall out here. Alright, let's find the next one. It's just gotta be this one. This was weird because the connection is different than the other one. All right. Now here's the thing I told you guys, we got to pre-thread these. I only pre-threaded one. This is why I tell you, man, because it's going to be very impossible for you to do this while you're in there. I don't know if you guys can see how I'm doing this, man, but like that didn't work. Yeah, it works. One second. I hit my return in. Hopefully that's enough thread so I can grab on.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do this the right way. Bring that one. Get this motherfucker. I want to get a good one in there. That'd be good. I just got music playing, man, but my homie told me not to play music because YouTube will cancel your shit. So I'm coming back to this. You hear that little click? So going back to this. Because I pre-threaded them, dude. I'm able to screw them in like halfway with my hand. Now, if I didn't pre-thread them, I wouldn't be able to do it like this easy. I'm not gonna put it all the way tight yet, dude, just because I want to position this one. Finish the top one. That's it. So these are the fronts. Like I said, I'm selling these. I'm selling for $20, man. Now if they're gonna want me to put them on, that's a whole different story. But meanwhile, let's go put this back on. See what the back ones. Like I said, all you need is a T25. I bought this from AutoZone. I think this was like $6. Trim tool, I don't know, maybe another $10, probably less than that. Now we just gotta put this back on. Let's see if I can do this without hurting my hand here. This one goes down. Like this. See how easier that was this time. I get better as I go. she goes, and that's all. And you take your little plastics off. I want to leave mine on for as long as I can. Trim tool, T25. I guess you can do it with another. I mean, I don't know. This is what works for me. So, if you guys need your side markers replaced, let me know. Like I said, I got my old ones for sale. If you guys want to buy them, all 4 of them will be $25. I paid $50 something for these. I think it's like 56. Like I said, this is what you need to do to replace them. If you want me to do it, just give me a little bit of little cheddar, and I'll put them on for you, man. So yeah, let's see if it works. You don't need to start your car. I keep starting my car up. I don't know why. All I gotta do is turn the headlights on. So yeah, that's it, man. This is for basically your 2015 and up, I guess. The side markers are different. On the 2014 and down, they're a lot easier, man, to put on. But yeah, that's how you do it, man. That's how I did it, man, without taking your tires off. Now the back ones, you're probably gonna have to, man, just because the clearance. See, you're gonna have to pull here. And I'm able to get in here. So I'll have to just remove this one, a couple of these, right? Just to get to the side marker. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. I'm gonna have to re-put this back on, which is easy. I got a little bit of glue or adhesive, whatever you want to do. And basically that's it. Now when it comes to this one, it'll be the same difference, you know what I'm saying? Just different angle. I already did this tire. It's one of my new tires. Yeah, fucking wasp on my thing, dude. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. This is the first one I did. I'm gonna have to do the next one. I got 3 more tires to go. So, did the lettering on that one. Lettering was already done on this one, but I'm gonna have to redo it just to make it look newer. The thing is, when I replace my tire, those letters are gonna have to go with the tire. So, I might just use that one as a spare. You know what I'm saying? These I gotta work on. This one still has it though too, man. This is about maybe like, God knows, like 2 years. The letters are still on there. Well, it's gotta get done. Yeah, that's it. That's how you replace your side markers on your Dodge Charger, guys.